Yeah. Good. We're live. Good. Okay, is here yet? Are you here yet? All right. I think we're set. Okay, well, whenever people start asking me questions, I will start answering them. Until then, I am playtesting Halloween Tycoon. I got a lot of money. Not that much money. All right. What if the game audio is a little loud? Turn that down a bit. It's actually a little loud for me. There. All right. And let's go get that. And that. That and that. And that. So I'm just goofing around until I run out of money. Playtesting until somebody asks me a question. Jump scare. Jeez. This is Halloween Tycoon. This is one of our games. Look at my little dragon. It's cute, right? Anyhow. 50K for that. The other side. Only 5, 7, 25. Pumpkin. Get the pumpkin. Get money. So yeah, when I see Rodrigo and HiCal Tech. Hello, everybody. Yeah, if you guys have any questions on how to make something, I can check us out. I can very easily switch over to UEFN and we can make something. But until then, I'm playtesting, trying to make sure everything is cool. We put out an update to this thing last night, so somebody's doing something outside. Something. Your shield down, brother. Oh. Comes. Maybe not. Let's see. How do you keep the text texture on top of the buttons so clean? Do you set them to no bitmaps? The textures on buttons. On buttons. Buttons? Like that? No. Let's see. Like this is a button. It says touch pumpkin. Yeah, let me know what you think a button is. Or on top of this thing? On top of one of the what are these things? Purchase pads. Tycoon base buttons, yeah. How do we keep them clean? It's true. If you have bitmaps on get out of here. Off my lawn. Off my lawn. Keep shuffling. Good. Excellent. I have to go get zombies. Should we help? Yes. The guy has no gun. There you go, buddy. Oh, here comes a big one. These guys are... Ah, hello. Want to dance? Hey! It's definitely one of the things I absolutely love about Tycoon maps is that it's so... Ah! Jesus. Alright, I'm out of here. I gotta go heal up. Thanks for dancing, buddy. It's just the amount of No, you can't come in. The amount of casuals that are in this thing. And I can't remember where the chug cannon is. No, it's a chug cannon. To heal up. Anyways, as for the what have I got? Oh, I got 2 mil. I do not have 2 mil. What do I got? 156. Right. These are, yeah, no mid maps. If you put mid maps on these things, they turn out crap. It does not cause crashing though. So, at least as far as I'm aware. Oh, that guy has a chug cannon. I need. But where's my chug cannon? I did not. I made this game, or I was part of making this game. And I can't. Maybe I don't even have the chug cannon yet. Is it downstairs? I'm pretty sure it's downstairs. Yeah, it's a big deal trying to get things to be clean and clear. I get a lot of people have that problem. We struggled with it for a little while. I can't recall for the life of me where the chug cannon is. I bet I just don't have it. There we go, 30K. Nara's here, hello. And I can't read that other one. Beam. Are you creating your games in Fortnite? Yes, we create all of our games for Fortnite ecosystem. Okay, I really needed that. I have 3 mystery boxes. I could get more pets. Right now I have 5. I have my bat, ghost, demon, dragon, and a druid. They're kind of cool. You can see it above my head. I'm saving up my mystery boxes though and get them all at once. Just for fun. How much time did it take you to make this tycoon? That's a good question. You know, it's let's see. So we have Trashy Birds, hello. Here, hello. Here, hello. What's wrong with me? So this tycoon, the thing about this tycoon that made it a little bit quicker to make, so I think it took us a couple of weeks to put this all together. But it's not like it took us 2 weeks to put this tycoon together. In totality, learning all of the things like making purchase pads, figuring out mip maps, making things that give money. What else we got? Extra things like these pumpkins and stuff. You could do this where you get a jump scare. That's just a fluke that I got the jump scare there. Or give money, or give a mystery box kind of idea. Like the pumpkins might get, if I'm lucky, I'll get. If I'm really lucky, I'll get a mystery box. Wait, somebody's outside. I don't know where they are. Stay off my lawn. We'll come back. Things like that, you know, you got to make sure to turn off things being destructible, destroyed. The point is that there's a lot of pets. Pets is another thing that figuring out materials, because like when you don't have a pet, it's a question mark. But when you get a pet, it turns into the pet, and then you get a pet that flies, and then it animates. You see my little dragon. He animates. So I'd like to say this tycoon itself was a couple of weeks, but in totality, gift boxes, months. You know, learning each skill, each technique, each thing to make it a little bit more interactive or cool. Like these things took a little while. This was a few days of work kind of idea, figuring out making it rain. I mean, we kind of knew how to do that in another map, and then we had to figure out how to do these arrows moving at the same time as the back moving, and then those going and do their thing. And of course, then before that even was when you die. Like here, let's go. I will leave that guy alone. Or I don't know. Let's see. Does he want to have a fight? Yes, he does. Or does he? What's he doing? Okay. So he's going to respawn immediately, and he's going to have spawn immunity. So he's going to kick my butt. So stuff like that where you learn how to make gameplay stuff is important. Hello. Right here. I'll run away. Where's my place? Oh, geez. You know, so there's a lot of things. You better get back inside, boy. I love casual games. I mean, we make our pro games as well, for competition and stuff. So a lot of that has been carried over. Gameplay, respawning. Oh, I eliminated him. Killed himself or something. Still over there. Weird. So, got my time quest. That's another thing. quests, the UI, like everything in the UI. You can see here, number of players, money, rebirths, pets. Everything is in the UI. So um, that kind of stuff. Barriers. I mean, there's so much going on. So, is this your map? Yes, this is our map. And so I would like to say that this took a couple weeks to make, but the reality is it takes a long time to make a tycoon. If you are getting into it, if you're new to it, if not, then obviously you're going to be borrowing code from other ones. We have a couple others. So we have Arcade Simulator Tycoon, which is a heck of a lot of fun, to be honest. But it's much more advanced, and it's a little bit more difficult. This is a very basic tycoon, and we have our Zone Wars Tycoon, where where you fight in a Zone Wars while doing a tycoon, but it's just casual, so it's actually really good practice if you want to get a little bit better at fighting. And nothing's really on the line, then it's a good one to get into. But that's what kind of got us into more tycoon stuff, was the arcade one, and then the Zone Wars Tycoon. And the Zone Wars Tycoon was actually, some of the stuff was taken from another comp map that we did. And so you really, when you're making games, when you're doing stuff, you're going to want to borrow and borrow and borrow from your other games. Just keep on building up. Lissa says, W map, it's fun. Thank you. Really nice UI. Thank you, Trashy Bird. Appreciate not Trashy Bird. Just I always put a Y. Whenever I see your stuff, I think Trashy Bird, but it's just Trash Bird. Really nice UI. Thanks. Yes, I didn't design the UI, but I make it work. So I do mix, and Jiven does the design and game console. We talk about game. Oh, here, trick or treat area. So I'll do animation stuff and character based things and stuff like that, but he'll come up with a concept, like you come up to these guys and you get $4,500. And each one of these ones has got, some kind of funny little animation on it. This guy here, I thought it'd be hilarious. Look at him, he's too hot. He's got a suit on, it's hot outside. Yeah. And yeah, anyway. A lot of fun. These tycoon games have to be fun. They've got to be something that appeals to casuals. So, all right, back home we go. So, okay, next question. So hopefully that answers the question of how long it takes to make a tycoon. It varies depending on the difficulty, but as you can see in this one, it's pretty basic. You come in and you build your place. We've got extra little bits. You could touch a pumpkin and get some money or a mystery box, and in some cases a jump scare like that. That's just a fluke. That's the second time it's totally fluked out. That's like you get a jump scare and then it shows a jump scare. But mostly you get cash and then go play the game, that tycoon game. Haunted picture. So here's another thing where it's an animated picture. Flip books. Really fun. Another pumpkin. Some music. So switching music actually is another thing that we had to figure out. He's using these switches and then turning one, because there's other music in the game. There you go. Let's go unlock this room, get our couch, and behind here's a pumpkin. Hello, pumpkin. Oh, I got a mystery box. Yeah. Lucky. There's like I think it's a 1% chance. I think that's what I coded in there. I need a 1.5 mil. I don't know, 1.5 mil. But check this out. If we come up high enough, see how everything... Oh, it's not going to work. I'm not high enough. Quite high enough. But we have a post-process volume up here. That's another thing to sort out. Need more money. Okay, next question. Would you typically recommend importing your own building assets over using FN built-in assets? Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, there's two ways to look at it. So, let's see. Some of this, in case you're wondering how this is done with a material. You can actually use a material to make stuff float around. But some stuff, I think almost everything is from a pack that we bought. Obviously, this is custom, like a lot of custom textures. Let's see, I bet the lights, I didn't design it. Why have I can hear somebody. But yeah, I would say that to make a map unique and sort of fit a theme or an idea that you want to build out, buy assets. They're not very expensive. If you go to CG Trader, they've got a fall sale going on right now, not sponsored. And when you do that, you're going to do a little bit of work in regards to figuring out collisions. So these steps, for example, or we had a little bit of trouble with these steps, but get it. That's another thing you just have to learn so you can walk right through the banister like that. So you don't need collision for everything. So don't be too particular about everything. This one does have collision because we want to keep them on, but I think this one doesn't. Yeah. You don't have to be too picky about all types of collision, but it should be decent. 10K. 10K. All right. So yeah, buy your own stuff. Fortnite assets are good. We obviously have some Fortnite assets in here. Like this number here for sure is a Fortnite asset. But you got to remember to make them non-destructible and stuff like that. So things to think about. But almost everything I think is from a pack, a Halloween pack that we bought, and it's gone a long, long ways. It really worked out well. Okay, next question. Taking questions. Give me all your questions. Every question. All the questions you could ever think of. Want to know whatever. Coffee here. I'm good to go for a while. Those weeks definitely paid off. The map looks amazing. Thank you very much. The weeks, months, again, I mean, it comes down to the great question of whether you should bring your own stuff in. We have been bringing more and more stuff in externally and learning how to use those, learning how to figure out, again, collision, texturing, all kinds of stuff like that is so important. And that takes a long time to learn. I'm about, let's see, what is it, October now? So I'm a little over a year into UEFN stuff. And I still feel like I've got a pile left to learn, and I study every single day. So Tycoon pricing is very long too. I'm not sure what that means. Saint Fiji, hello. Congrats with the map success. Thank you very much. We're very happy with this one. It's a lot of fun. We like it. You know that, or you can have a pretty good idea that if you like your map, other people will like it too. So yes, thank you. And Trashbird says nice UI. Thanks. So says W map. It's fun. Everyone always says Trashy Bird. It's okay. Trashy for short is good. All right, Trashy. You're trashy now. I don't know if that sounded very good. You're trashy. No, Trashbird. Okay, Alyssa says, let's say you're going to make a dimensional portal. Would you use materials and add a ripple effect to it or use Niagara? That is a very good question. You can do both. You can do both. But we've done a portal in the past that used a Niagara effect. And it looked better. Maybe, but you could use a material. I mean, materials can be used for, you can do so much stuff. Actually, going back, come along, little dragon. Let's go upstairs. I mean, materials, look at it. We got that glint on that gun. Let's see. Oh, yeah, of course. And then, oh, we can't go upstairs. Where do we go? Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is a material. We're not floating this with verse. We're not using a sequence or nothing like that. Materials are really powerful. And this too, like this picture up here is another thing that is a material. So you can do a lot of stuff with materials. I highly recommend everybody study about materials. So powerful. Are the jump scares flipbook textures? Yes, they are. Do you see better performance with the custom assets versus the built-in walls, floors, etc. that include functionality with them? You can get much better performance. I don't know about much. Maybe a little bit better performance in low poly. Like this stuff is super low poly. Like look at this stuff. It's such low poly stuff. Like look at this. I don't know if you guys can see this in the stream, but there's this little notch taken out, and it's literally two triangles, right? You can see. Oh, 100K. I need 100K. All right, there's my AR, which I already have in my inventory. We don't take inventory away. Let's get that pumpkin. Oh, this one too. Come on, I need more mystery boxes. I need 10 more mystery boxes. Oh no, 6 more mystery boxes. Then I'll have all my pets. Which is what I want. Lots of pets. More music. Somebody's shooting outside. Yeah. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so in regards to, so you can see here as well, I mean, the low poly, somebody just shot a rocket, killing zombies. Zombies are cool. They fit this game so perfectly, but I really want to get into NPC stuff. But back to low poly stuff. So Fortnite assets are really good because they're already in game. They're already, they don't need to be loaded in. But once somebody chooses to play your game, then they're gonna download the whole thing anyways. But yeah, these low poly assets are really. Here's another thing that we had a struggle with was the collision on these stairs. What a nightmare that was. But yeah, you can see low poly, very low poly in some cases. Works just fine because it's gameplay that matters. It's not always what it looks like. It doesn't have to be super realistic stuff, and the performance is fantastic. Obviously, I'm running a 4090 with an i9. What am I running? I don't know. A really good PC. So, and we never tested with Nintendo Switches, but we did test with PS5s, PS4, PS5, probably. So Dimensional Portal, playtest on multiple devices. I just answered that. We test on PCs and PlayStations. We don't have, oh no, we did test on a Nintendo Switch as well. And it was fun. So yes, we do tend to try to test a little bit on each device, but mostly it's PC stuff. Mainly because once we know that certain things, like this is a material as well, that this is turning on. I mean, it's really low. Hello, zombies. Get out of here. Thank you. Once you know certain things, like you just get experience with it, then you don't necessarily test. You really want to test gameplay, like some the mechanics that are going on. The pet that's in here, my little dragon. Should I change up my dragon? Let's get Ghost. We'll get our Ghost. I like Ghost too. He has a couple of different idle animations that I could choose from, and I chose this one, which is him swaying back and forth. It's funny. Games. Okay, next. More questions. Let's go. So do I see better? So and then on this on the flip side of that, if you bring in models that are really high detail, too many polys, too many textures, they're heavy and stuff like that, then you will sort of see a reduction of performance. And the amount of stuff that you can bring in, like low poly stuff, you can bring in tons of it, but high poly stuff is more memory intensive stuff. Oh, fireworks! I have that one too. Okay, we're gonna go for a little while here. More questions. Let's do this. Um, right now I'm making a horror map. Visvo, hello, a horror map. I haven't used any third-party assets. Do you think that could be detrimental to my map or not? Because I have in fact found environmental design quite hard. Environmental design is hard. There's something to be said for being able to buy a pack of stuff that sort of fits your idea for your game. So environmental design can be much easier because of that. If you have to sort of dig through Fortnite's assets, it could be such a pain. You're looking for random stuff all over the place, unless you're just going to copy Tilted or, you know, whatever POI that's in there, and then you have a theme of a POI. But, you know, I really recommend looking around and finding packs of stuff. I mean, everybody does this. This is not unusual in the gaming industry, but UEFN developers are kind of new, which is good. No insult intended whatsoever. Saying, you know, you're kind of new to this and you don't know. It's normal. Oh, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Oh. Ah! Get out of here, punk. Here he comes. Is he gonna get hit? No, he didn't get hit. Stay off my lawn. This is my property. Whoop. What am I gonna do with this kid? You're dead. Oh, come on, gun. That's right, sucker. Wanna go again? He's still shooting this thing. How many times is this kid gonna challenge me? You're not winning, buddy. Okay, let's go back inside. Answer questions, not play games. Come on. Tiny Fire 2158. Thanks, buddy. That was fun. Okay, moving on. So yeah, third-party assets can really, really help when it comes to figuring out environmental. What is going on here? Everybody's teaming on me. Out of here. Keep trucking, buddy. Keep trucking. There you go. Oh, he flew off. Got a broom. Going back for heals. Whoa! Pick on my guy. It's my guy to beat up. Get him! Kids. You kids are crazy. Alright. Yeah, so making that horror map. Go find some stuff. It'll be awesome. Maxi creates. I have this time reverse code. How do I make it so that it can be per player and not show for all? Because when I turn the HUD message on to trigger and player, it doesn't show. If you use a timer device, you can have it set up to show per player, but you got to trigger it by passing in the agent. If you're not passing in the agent, then yeah, then it's not gonna, it's gonna show for everybody. And you have to set up the timer to be per agent. We should that's all right, moving over. Let's go to here. All right, so here inside of UEFN, I'm going to drag in a timer. Devices. See, I can answer questions about stuff while playing my game, play testing my game. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm just going to try to lay it out audibly with my voice. And applies to is going to be set to player. And then in your code, let's go make some code. Well, why not? Let's call this game manager. Enter, which does not create a file. Save that. And I think I gotta drag over my screen. Yeah. Long screen. Text is gonna be tiny for you guys. Tiny. So let's what is it? Control plus? There you go. And Control B to get rid of that. All right. Can you read that? Can you guys read that? You can read that. You guys are good. You're good. Editable. So player timer. It's a timer device. Come on, fingers. Let's do this. Right? So we make an editable inside of our code. We grab the player timer. And then maybe we'd make a function to start timer per player. We're going to bring in an agent because how are we going to do this? How are we going to trigger this damn thing? All right. What did I just do that for? I never write code like that. Equals. I'm in a different coding brain right now. I'm going to put a block in here for now. So let's make a button just for code. I'm not going to make this whole game or nothing like that. Call it start timer button. I have a new keyboard, so bear with me as I get used to it. Button device device. Okay, so then on our start timer button, let's get rid of this crap. Interacted with. You know, I really hate when it doesn't give me timer per player. And so because it doesn't give me a tooltips sometimes. I didn't finish my sentence. I have this problem. All right, let's keep going. I got lots of answers for lots of questions. Start timer button interacted with events. So we're going to listen to the button getting clicked, and we're going to call start timer per player. So start timer per player is going to accept the agent. That's what gets passed in from this event. And then we would just do this. We would just go player timer reset for that agent, and then player timer start for that agent. And that should be what you need. Hope that helps. Moving on. How do you feel after the revenue cut of half of July? I have to say I lost a bit of motivation to build maps. I don't think about it. I don't have any less motivation to build maps. I don't know if it's a revenue cut per se, because literally last month's playtime, I mean, everything's so much lower. Fortnite's got to bring in the new chapters and seasons and, OGs coming up and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people stopped playing for a while. Numbers were much, much lower. They're coming up again. So I think revenue cut a little bit that they've done sucks. Obviously, nobody wants a revenue cut. I also find their lack of transparency as to how revenue works in this gaming world so weird. Lack of transparency is just mind-boggling. I don't know how they maintain a business like that, and it takes a lot of faith in a way, but it comes down to really grinding, studying, and learning, and practicing, and making lots of stuff. All right. Next question. Hit that like, says Trashbird. Agreed. Please hit that like. That'd be lovely. Thanks. That was what I was wondering, whether low poly custom was more performative than native UEFN. They can be, even though the native assets are more complex. They can be more complex, but they're also in game. So it's something that doesn't have to load in. But remember that when somebody loads in your game, they're loading it in as if it's just Fortnite anyways. So you got up to 100 megs of game, compressed game, 400 megs in UEFN. And from my memory, I think I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. Yeah. Ty's here. Message retracted. No worries. Rodrigo says, are the pets from CG Trader 2? Yes. CG Trader is our go-to site most of the time. Do you use any post-process in this map? Yes, we have 2 post-process volumes. Where am I? Zombie zone. Let's go to the zombie zone. Oh, somebody's already in there. Let's go help. So you see how it turned black and white? So, no, you don't see, because I've got the wrong screen on. Just a minute, folks. Just a minute. I'm getting killed. I got killed. I died. Okay. So are we back over? We're back over. All right. So you see it's all in color. And then when we come into the zombie area, we've got black and white. So this is a post-process. Get out of here. Where's the other guy? Is there another guy in here? There he is. He's way over there. Seems to be working it though. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Alright, I'm out of here. Ah, he's shooting me! Dude! What? I'm out of here. Oh! Okay. Okay. You're dead. Oh, I'm inside my... Why am I not hitting him? 36. Oh, I was trying to destroy the tree, but I can't. I'm getting into this too much. Go back behind your barrier and answer questions. Jesus. Okay, moving on to the next question. Yeah, so there's that. And then when you go upstairs to the 3rd floor, which you may or may not be able to see. See? Weird collision. We got just a little bit of weird... Oh, it's gone. Right there. It's not there. I don't know. Oh, I got a 3rd floor. Okay, so 3rd floor also has a post-process on it. Just desaturates everything. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Next question. Are you going to Unreal Seattle? No, I am not. I want to, but I really don't have enough time at the moment. Fun fact, I own horses as well, so I actually have to take care of them all the time. And it's harder for me to get away because of it. I would like to go. I think I'm going to try to make more time for it in the future. I'd love to hang out and meet up with people. It'd be fun. I used to do a lot for Adobe which was Macromedia before it was Adobe. Or no, Adobe's already always there, but they bought a company called Macromedia. And so for a while, I actually did talks, um, not lectures, but I'd go to the events and I would be one of those people that stood up and talked in front of people, and for Macromedia, and then I did some for Adobe as well. So I'd like to do that again for Epic. Who's actually friendly first? I know. Pretty sure on X you said that you learned a lot about Discovery lately. Are you willing to extend on that? Sure. Astral, hello. Discovery is not as much of a mystery as it used to be. Now, when it comes to understanding it, you have to start. I believe you have to start at the very beginning of it, like when you launch a game. When you launch a game, it seems that every game gets a chance in Discovery. And depending on how it does in Discovery, mostly I believe it has to do with click through and then play count. Or play time. Click through and play time. And if you start to excel on those, it'll try another tab. And then if you excel in that one, it'll try another tab. So there's some kind of progression that sort of exists, and you can learn this by watching the in Fortnite GG. You can see a pattern of where a map went popular. Now, it doesn't mean it always applies, because there's plenty of maps out there that go in and they just fail out from the get-go, and then a month later or 6 months later somehow it gets put back in. Somebody does an update. Oh, actually, the one thing that I would say, and this is said all over the place, if you want to be in Discovery, maintain your map. Don't build it and let it sit. Work on it. Make changes, fix things, make them more better performance or a better play. Watch players play. So we come into and play our games a lot because we want to know what people are doing. Are they ever coming in trick-or-treating? Is there anybody ever over here? Probably not, unless they have to do the quest. But first I have to do the magic maze, and then how do they do in the maze? And one of the things that we recently changed, a couple things that we changed in this game. Oh, I don't have my broom anymore. Damn it. Maze is over this way. So one of the things that I wanted when we were playtesting with a couple of people here, they went into this maze and we didn't have this emote at any point to exit. You'd kind of go in and you'd be like, oh, is it this way? And then you'd go over here. And the other thing is I turned off shooting in here, because can you imagine being in here and almost at the end and somebody kills you? I literally would rage. I'd break something. So now I'm over here and I'm kind of lost. I'm like, oh, this really sucks. And I don't want to have to walk back because I'm not a maze person. I'm anti-maze. I hate mazes. If you go into we have corn mazes here in Canada. In Halloween time, you go into this corn maze. I'm the guy that's just gonna walk through the corn. I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm that guy. So you can't do this in a game. Can't shoot. Can't do nothing. Can't fly. So we made it so that if you emote, you could just escape. And also, we had this in before, but you could preview the maze. So that's just accessibility. It just makes things. You know what's really weird? There's a bug in Fortnite that if you emote and teleport, you can't run anymore. That's a Fortnite problem. This is not my place. My place is over here. Renamed myself recently. It's kind of funny. Professor Bull. Play on words, folks. Play on words. All right. So, work on your games. Improve them. Make them more fun. Watch your players play. See where they get frustrated or not frustrated, where they really, really like it. And how you can. We've got so many more ideas left for this map until Halloween. And so there's something to be said for not putting everything into the first version of your game. I keep expanding on it. But not entirely. I mean, obviously, put as much in as you can. Make it as cool and fun as possible, and a good game loop. So, okay, I'm falling behind on questions. Sorry, guys. Just I got lots, and I got lots of answers, tons of answers. So that's the stuff I've learned about Discovery. Maintain your map. It's so important. The timer is verse, so I can't change it in the device. What do you mean the timer is verse? Like you've got a verse code that does the timer, not a timer device? In such a case, then I don't know how you've coded it, so I can't really make a suggestion at the moment. Sorry. Okay, you guys are writing so many comments. I gotta scroll up. Let's get through these faster. How do you handle duplicating the map for the 4 players? Do you just copy and paste everything? Sort of. Yes. So when we make these, so this is 4. It doesn't really matter which one it is. So we'll make one of them and we'll full make it. And after we full make it, let's just jump up here. After we full make, the pathway, the gate area, the pets, the building itself, the barrier. What else is in here? All the devices inside, like the pumpkins and all the purchase pads, the shield, switch and stuff like that. Like everything. Obviously, there's tons of stuff. These little materials that live here. Weapons on the walls. So we get all that done. We test. I can't stress enough how much you really need to test your game. And also get people that don't know your game to test your game. Because we get people that test our games, and mostly just the kids that end up playing the games. We come in and like, how did that guy sort that out? One time I came into this game and somebody was inside of their pumpkin. I'm not kidding. I don't know how they got in. I still can't figure out how they got in, but they were inside of their pumpkin somehow and just hitting it. It was me and another player that came along with RPGs and killed them out of their pumpkin, and then they just spawned out in front. Is that person still here? Yeah, this person here. Let's see if they made it inside their pumpkin again. This person here. It's not long ago. Oh. Yeah, they've glitched into their pumpkin again. I don't know how they do it. So that's what I mean by like have test your games, but have really weird people come and test your game. I don't know, man. I don't know how they do stuff like that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, moving on. So yeah, once you're done doing that testing and everything like that, it is relatively a copy paste, but we've got huge amounts of devices. Every pet is a device. The mystery box is not a device. The gift box is a device, and then everything in here is handled inside of one device. And so we have to duplicate the pets. The pets are all their own, and then we have a pet manager, so that has to be duplicated across so that everything is unique for their base and stuff like that. So it is kind of a copy paste, but it's a very careful copy paste. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Yeah. Will you ever create a tutorial for gold granting when outlasting enemies? What does that even mean? What's that mean? Create a tutorial for gold granting when outlasting enemies. That's easy. So I don't know if I've done a tutorial on granting when, like, if we think about the steps that it takes. So say you have 5 players, your 5-player map. That's not very many, but whatever. And you eliminate somebody. Now there's 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're the winner. You can get, you can keep track of how many people are alive. And if you're the last person alive, then you can grant gold. Doesn't seem very difficult. You just keep track of the player count. And when they get eliminated, just set a flag on the custom player object. That's that. Here. Okay, let's go back. I love doing this. I don't know why. Let's go here. All right. And then we'll switch over to here. So if I'm not really sure exactly how I would teach this completely, but let me just write it out. So every player in the game is a custom player object that goes in a custom player map, right? So because of that, on that custom player, we have a flag that gets set for if they are alive or not, right? So so you listen to the elimination event, which is done. It's done on the 4th character. So if we had a, let's comment this stuff out. All right, if we had, okay, that's enough of that. Spawner device. Player spawner is a player spawner. See there, we got our tooltips. Right, so on the player spawner, we would listen to the spawn event. Spawn event. Subscribe on player spawned. You guys can't see this, right? Yeah, okay. I'll write that. Player spawned. Passes in the agent, right? Like that. And then, so we'll go FC. We're going to have to. We're going to have to bring in some code. And it's here. Using top. Get rid of that. Right. So then we go FC eliminated event. Subscribe on player eliminated. I don't know, call it whatever you want. Eliminated. And that on player eliminated. I think it's an eliminated event. Elimination. I don't remember what it is. Anybody remember what it is? I don't know if I can get in. I can't get in when there's a error. Oh, here we go. Elimination result. Okay. In case you're wondering how I did that, I control click that. I'm gonna put that there. That. Void. Equals. Block that out. So inside of this, what? Oh. Using more library stuff. Get rid of this crap. Bam. Okay, and then yeah, so inside of the elimination result, you're going to get who died and who did the killing kind of idea, and you just keep track of the if somebody is alive or not, and then compare that to the. So you would run a loop that says, you know, if this person's alive, or you'd every elimination you'd run a loop to see if everybody is dead, other than one person, and then the last person just give them gold. Bam, just like that. Kmod is here. Hi guys, I just made a starter failed device. Works like expected. I don't know what a starter failed device is. I want to add the function to only grant on first spawn of a player. Maybe you can show how to Sylvester that. What? Learn to type. Okay, so on the first spawn of a player, no problem. So let's see. So again, in on player spawned, you're going to put them, grab the player. So here we would check if a player is in the player's map. So a player's map is something that you're going to make. Well, it's player, actually it's a variable. Player's map is, let's see, I think agent goes in there, and then I would have to make a custom player. Yeah, equals map. We don't have a custom player, so we have to make custom player class. Equals class. Let's put variable is live logic equals true, because it's going to be true. And then, yeah, anyways, it doesn't really matter. So this is just what we're going to put the player into in the end. And I've done this in tutorials, so go look up my latest tutorials because I did inside of there. And then you'll do a if let's see, players map agent, then the player. This player already is in the map. They exist. Not first spawn. Right, and then else, this is first spawn. Put them in the map. Right, so that's the idea. That's what you want to do. Hopefully that helps. Moving on. Are XP glitches legal for UEFN maps, or are they banned? They're banned, I think, but Epic doesn't really catch them very often. Starter gold granted device. Yeah, you can also do that in island settings. I think you can grant gold on island on initial spawn only. I'm not really sure. I would do it in code as well. I have one final question. Do you work in DX11 or 12? I usually work in DX12. Looks better. It's nicer. Against publishing rules, probably, yeah, for that XP glitch thing. Let's see. Oh man, I'm way behind. Okay, what is the solution to the problem of waiting a long time for the map upload process? Every time I want to modify something, it takes a very long time. No solution. Get a better internet connection. Make less difficult maps. I don't know. There's no solution. I've sat for hours and hours in total, like probably weeks. What are you gonna do? Find something to do. Study something. Make your time useful. Don't waste it. Don't sit on TikTok or crap like that. It's an absolute waste of your time, of your life. There are a lot of maps with the XP glitch thing. Don't worry about it. They don't last. They never last. Have you ever had the situation happen where a brand new... Have I missed one? Sappho-uan Ida. ID. I don't know. How's it going? It's going well, actually. Things are going really, really good. Thanks for being here. Yes, expect the double. Okay, have you ever had the situation happen where a brand new map ended up not getting pushed to the starter tabs? If so, what did you do? No, I've never seen that happen, to be honest. I think I've seen every single map get pushed a little bit, and I've seen them fail from that point, but yeah. So, my map made me $1.70. Good job in 3 months. It's hard. It's not easy. You really, yeah, you have to make maps that kids will play. Did the guy who shot you in Act Philly still in game? I don't know. What was his name? Let's see. Still playing the drums? It's my favorite. I don't think so. Where was that guy? There's a new person over there. That person's still in here. That person's still in here. Who was the other person? This looks like a new person. So, I don't know. Some are friendly, some are not. Some get unfriendly, some become friendly. It's such a casual, fun game. It doesn't matter. Okay. Why sometimes does the character drop to the sky even though I set the spawn to be on the pad in the island settings? Spawners are such a pain in the butt. I can't even describe how big of a pain in the butt they are. But things that you have to remember is that your player has to be on the right team. Player has to be in the right class. And you can't block the spawners. And then they should spawn on spawn pads. Those are the main issues. If they're dropping from the sky, it means the spawner is blocked. Or they aren't the right class or team for that spawner. Something to think about. What do you think about copying somebody else's idea for a game, but to make this better, do a duos mode? Will algorithm like it? What do I think about the idea of copying somebody else's game or idea? I don't think it's a very good one, but it works for a lot of people. But it doesn't work for even more. I've seen tons of copycats of our Forever Zone Wars games, and all but one of them are dead. And the only reason the other one's still alive is because the guy that promotes it has like 100 million followers or something. So when you get a large streamer come along and copy your game, you're really just out of luck. If you get somebody small, if they made a better game and you lose out, that's kind of your problem. So the way we see it all the time is that we just keep trying to make our games better. So as I said before, discovery, one of the keys of discovery is working on your games and keeping them. Holy crap, I've got $3.8 million. Keeping them up to date, keeping them with recent weapons and stuff like that. Have I got everything in here? Did I finish the second floor, guys? I don't remember. Whoa! Time quest complete. Damn. That's a load of cash all at once. And I leveled up. Fantastic. Bathtub. Hello, pumpkin. Yeah. So when somebody comes along and copies your game, it sucks. Believe me, it sucks. It's really frustrating, especially when they do really well. Oh, we're third floor. See the post-process in here? Can't buy that. I can buy that, though. Yeah, I gotta wait. 1.5 mil. That's a lot. But it doesn't take too long when you're answering questions. I'll go back out here. Let's keep an eye on things. Make sure nobody comes onto my lawn. Look at my lawn. It's growing. This is why I use DX12. I like the graphics of it. Looks good. I don't see any reason to use DX11. There's a reason to use performance mode, but that's about it. So if somebody makes something that's a duos mode of your thing, you know, that sucks. But if they've copied the name and they've copied graphics and stuff like that, you can actually ask Epic to take a look at that. Because Epic doesn't like that very much. Do you know why everybody adds a delay to pets that follow them instead of making them follow the player instantly? Is it because of performance? The delay is just the speed of the pet. So to have it not... Okay, that's irritating. Second. To have it not follow precisely, because if you have it follow precisely, it's glitchy. Like if I just move a little bit, I don't know, my guy's pretty good. I don't really have that problem. But it kind of gives life to the character a little bit better. So, look at my little guy. Let's go get a new pet. Let's get the bat. Hello, bat. Where is he? There we go. Is my little bat? Hello. Yeah, so it's really just natural. It's more natural. It looks nicer. Some people do a better job. I actually need to study control rig a lot more. So that I can make these guys even cooler. If you want to see a studio that does pets really, really well, it's Fode. And their boom, what's it called? Boom boss fights or something? Yeah. Their pets are insane. What the? Somebody's killing zombies. Okay. So that's why people add delays to pets. All right. Let's scroll down a bit. Is that Accolades devices still allowed in map to provide XP? Yes, of course. Everybody should add the Accolades device. When I add for a vending machine, it rejects my map. I don't know what that means. You want to use Accolades devices carefully. So you don't want to spam them. I think Epic looks at maps that take the Accolades devices and really spam them out. Whoa! Sorry, buddy. Good luck with your zombies. Oh, there's two guys out there. Nah, we'll leave him alone. We'll leave him alone. Yeah, you want to use your Accolades devices carefully. So I think when we get a pet, I give XP. When you... when else do I do it? I do it... It's sparingly in this game. It's actually not that much. Which is fine, because, you know, you get XP just from being in it. That's good. Yeah. Be careful about XP. Just, they'll limit you, and if they see you spamming it too much, I think Epic frowns upon that. Do it for good reasons, not for silly reasons. Like, you know, like, oh, I hit the pumpkin, I should get XP. You know, it just doesn't work that way. It would be excessive. It doesn't make any sense. Like, make it make sense to Epic of why you're giving XP. These guys are busy. Look at this guy. Oh, he's worried. You can't shoot me. Holy crap, he's a good shot. Jeez. Ah, run away. That's a good shot. Missed. Ah! What are you guys doing here? Alright. Why did he bring zombies to me? Gone. I have no bullets. Okay, moving on. Next question. Yeah, Fortnite provides their own XP in their own way. In a cinema, Scott McKaylee is Callie. Hello, Scott. In a cinematic sequence, can I use a metahuman instead of one of the 800-ish characters that are in that dropdown? Yeah, I believe you can bring metahumans in more. In a cinematic sequence. Yes. So I imagine what you want to do is you want to animate it. And in such a case, you are going to have to learn animation with a control trick. Good luck with that. It's fun. Hard, but fun. Kimod, awesome. Thank you so much. You're welcome. How to add more texture layers on the customizable landscape material. Is it even possible? Uh-oh. Servers start restarting in 10 minutes. So yeah, the texturing of the ground, I never got much further into it than the tutorials that I did on how to add more or less or something like that. I'm not sure if it's a Fortnite thing that they have to put in themselves, but generally when I would start a new map, let's wander over quick to our display. And if we open a new project, just a second here. Zoop. So when you open up a new project, inside of here are templates. And they have different biomes in them and stuff like that. So I have found that like if you open up one of these and then copy the biome and bring it into yours, you could then use it inside of there. But I actually haven't messed around with biomes that much in a while and adding new textures to landscape stuff. So I'm really unsure. Sorry that I'm not very useful there. And so yeah, I don't know if you can add custom ones. I think it's a problem. Somebody with a weird username says hello. Hello. If you have UEFN Premium, it takes 2 minutes to push changes. What? That's not a thing. Stop it. Gamestead can't figure out why prop movers work fine on one map, but do not work on another map until second round. Prop movers, I never touch them. Just code it. Use the animation controller or move to. Prop movers are, I don't even know if I don't think I've ever used a prop mover. Let's see. Prop mover. There it is. What do you do with this thing? How does it work? Distance, speed, should move from start, delay from start, allow reverse path start. Here's the advanced stuff. Enabled during whatever. I don't know, man. I have never used these. How do you set like distance in what direction? Rotation, angle, axis. Oh, I see. That no thanks. The easiest way to move stuff around in code. Let's see. Okay, so let's do something. So inside of my tutorial, my project, I'm going to make a folder. Call it blueprints. Let's make a new blueprint class. Building prop, because who cares? And we'll call this move location BP. All right, so inside of here, let's open up on my other screen just a second. That okay, so we'll make a blueprint. We'll set our static mesh component to be a sphere for now, right? No material, I don't care. We don't care about materials, right? So we take this blueprint, put it, let's put it wherever. And then we can hold the Alt key, drag out another one. Okay, and then this we can F2, we'll go, there we go. We'll call this from location, and we'll call this one to location. Did I ever do that right? Yeah. Right. And then inside of your code, you're going to make a couple of editables. Now this is the most basic way to do this. So from loc is a creative prop. And then the other thing is these guys are going to be hidden in game. So let's see. Where is it? Yeah. Could make a material. Oh, here, actor hidden in game. So you'd click that, and then they wouldn't show up at all. And so we got our from location. We'll just copy paste this like so. Server time's going to run out 4 minutes. Call this to location, and then we need a prop to move. So let's grab another one of these. Actually, let's drag out a new one, and then we will something like, we're going to know the difference. Let's scale this sucker up. Actually, no, the middle one. Okay, so this is the guy that we're going to move, if we're going to move him at all. So we'll make another in here. Editable moving prop. Creative prop. Same thing. Creative props are just blueprints. Like that. And then we can begin. Let's go like this. We'll go spawn, move, prop. Call it whatever you want. So we'll go move, prop, suspends, because we are going to use a move to. So first thing we want to do is grab this moving prop, and we're going to go if moving prop teleport to what do we call the other one? From location. So teleport to just moves the thing. Git transform like so, and that. So if we can teleport it to this location, which this rarely fails, then we can go moving prop move to location. So, and we'll move it over the course of 5.0 seconds. And that's how I would animate something visually. So, you know, it's going to go from this. If this is our from prop and this is our to prop, then this prop here is going to teleport over to like something like that. It's going to go to there, a little bit up like that, and then over the course of 5 seconds, right, it's going to go 1 2 3 4 5, and it'll move like that. That's how I would move stuff. I wouldn't use a moving prop thing, whatever that device is. It's crazy. Okay, hopefully that helps. UEFN premium. Don't trick people like that. Okay. Yeah, so prop movers, trash them. Do it with code. XTR3, love your vids. Learned a lot from you. I bought a PC because I learned to code. Excellent. From my map. Oh, very good. Jamie says, is this your game? I assume you are talking about the absolutely wonderful Halloween Tycoon, which I have $5 million on now because I've been talking so much. Yeah, this is one of my games. One of my mini games. 1 mil. Ooh, I get a pumpkin. Another pumpkin over there. Let's unlock this room. Haunted boxes. Another pumpkin, please. Nice. I can hear somebody outside. 2 mil for that. 1.5 mil I do not have. But I do have 500k. And I have 250k. For sure. The pumpkin on the EK. Good. Oh no, we've got 1 minute left for this thing's going to fail out. No. Good thing it saves persistable data. Persistable? Persistent? Yeah, we got so much more to do in this game before I can rebirth. Okay, next question. Enough of this playing around. Yeah, Halloween Tycoon is mine. Along with, I worked with Jiven on this. It's awesome. Love this game. Scott says thank you. Slow down MJ says thank you. You're welcome, both of you. Big Nemo is here. Hello, don't you know about issue with player marker? Probably. I'm trying to make double pump work. It's not working properly. Yeah, the player marker's buggy. I'm not really sure how to do the double pump. You have to re-grant. Yeah, he's busy. He's busy. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done the double pump thing in a while, so I'm not sure. Rodrigo says the people that made the Metallica live event and such probably have some sort of UEFN premium. They do not. Of course they do. They're all the same. Don't be silly. Nobody has some special UEFN thing that takes forever to push. It literally has to compile your project, push it up to the server compiles it, you then get a response back that it's ready to play. There's no special, it's not UEFN that's better. It's Unreal Engine. It just happens to be for Fortnite. That's why it's called UEFN. There's no premium. Conrad says, what are you building? I'm not building anything at the moment. I was building a move prop sort of thing. Did you make your own tycoon system? Yes, we made our tycoon system from scratch. I try to import 1080 by 1080 images, but it won't validate. That sucks, Matthew. Sorry to hear that, buddy. I'm not really sure what the issue is. Won't validate. What's to say the problem is? I mean, 1080 by 1080? Is that a power of 2? Not sure. Kawakawa Stone Limited. Last night I managed to place one of my Blender sculptures into my map. Turns out it's really easy. Make a file in Blender and you can put it straight into the Fortnite map. As long as you export as an FBX, it should be fine. Now you just got to sort out the collision. Yeah, I think 1080 by 1080 is wrong. 1024 by 1024 is correct. Thank you, Stan Kella. Azaric, can you do a tutorial on custom NPC and creating AI, even if it's just replicating the AI of Fortnite? Which I've managed to use, but I need to do running at player and then attacking. I could probably do that. There's a guy that did that recently, and it's a good tutorial. Look at all the zombies this guy's brought over. Oh my goodness. I missed. Bye. Bye-bye, zombies. New player. Or rebirth. No, new player. What do we got? Shong K-Boy YouTube. Wolverine 5569. And still Fit Queen Boss is still here. Cool. Very cool. Okay. Back to my base where it's safe and sound. Oh, I have more money. Yeah, I'm playtesting while answering a pile of questions. So anybody's got questions, you want to know anything, I'll answer anything. I don't have to buy anything in here. What am I doing in this room? 1.5 mil out of my account. Haunted boxes shortly. My little bat. Hello, batty. Yep. 100 boxes. Oh, so cool. All right. Ian's here. Hello, Ian. How's it going, man? I'm doing what you do. I'm answering questions all over the place. Lots and lots of questions. Okay. Um, so yeah, I could try to do a tutorial on custom NPC stuff, but there are already tutorials out there that cover that quite well. But I can see what I can do. Okay, Jamie Alonso says, I don't know if you answered this before, but did you use for the pets control rig, verse, or combination of both? Yes, combination of both. The control rig is for minor animation stuff. You can see the idles, I guess you could call it. And then we use verse to have them chase me around. Yeah. And also, like if I go get a different pet, I has to go back home. So I'll get my dragon, and my new pet has to come to me from the ground. Yeah. So that's verse. I use a combination. Combination is way better than just one. 100%. Are we out of questions? Am I done? Oh, wait. Here we go. Loner. Hey, you've honestly helped me so much, so I feel a bit selfish for asking this, but say I make a verse code to freeze. Ian's still here. Question. Hang on, Ian. Don't go anywhere. I feel a bit selfish. Don't worry about asking questions. Everybody ask questions. Ask as many questions as you want. I'll answer anything today. Say I make a verse code to freeze a player where he gets shot with a gun. How do I make a mesh go on him while frozen? Easy peasy, folks. Easy peasy. So, you can get the damaged event of a player, and I imagine you're getting that to freeze the player. So then on the fort character, where have I got the fort character? Right here. So you can get the position. So we'll go player position equals FC get transform. That's it. And then you move, you would teleport to, so move prop. Oh, wait, what did I call it? Moving prop. So let's say we'll take this moving prop. We got to put an if. So we'll go if moving prop teleport to square brackets. Close that up. What have I done? New keyboards are hard to get used to. I'll tell you that right now. Just put player position in here. Bam. And this will move an object to exactly where the player is. Hopefully that helps. Ian says, I'm excited. I haven't read this yet. I want to read this out loud. I can't even imagine Ian needs to know anything from me. Here we are. How did you work out how much to increase the amount to give a player each time they upgrade or buy something? Was there a formula you used? Dude, this was, there is no formula that we used for this. Probably the best way to answer this. It is kind of built off of intuition. Let's go back to the game for a second. I'm almost ready to rebirth, so it actually might be a real opportunity in question at this point. What do I need? I got 1.5 mil. I can get outside with it. God, I don't even know my own tycoon. Go this way. Unlock room for 5 mil. Okay, I can't. Storage 1 mil. I don't have enough money yet. Anyhow, the point is like working out 5 mil, 800K, 1 mil, 2 mil, or all the way from the beginning where things are 25 bucks or $100 or something like that. It kind of came down to, I think every tycoon is different. I don't think you can actually come up with a formula that works across tycoons. I think you literally have to have sort of what could be referred to as game sense. So you'd play your game. You'd say, I don't know, this feels too slow. Like I feel bored right now. And that comes from, yeah, kind of gaming. Being a game. I tell people all this time, like you have to, I didn't realize I was sitting so low on my chair. Sit up straight. But you have to play games to be a game. I think, my personal opinion, you have to play games to make games, good games, because you have a game sense. So, no, Ian, unfortunately, there was no formula whatsoever for figuring this out, other than sort of a game sense formula. And I can say that the majority of that was Jiven. It was not me. And then I would play it and I'd be like, this feels a little bit slow. So we would have more than just his opinion or more than just my opinion. We would kind of have like watch other, like you got to watch people play. It comes down to the very basics of making any game. You got to watch people play your game. How are they going to do? Where did they get slowed down? Where did they go too fast? Like, is the game too short because of it? Who's flying around? Jesus. 1 shot out of 10. This guy's gonna be so mad. He's gonna come get me. Nope, he's healing up. So, yeah. Good question though, Ian. It's a really good question. Yeah. No formula. It is just because every tycoon is different. Like you might not be building a house. You might be building a town. You might be building whatever. I actually wondered that a lot myself. For example, in what's that game called? I keep forgetting the name of it. It's not intuitive. Lumberjack Heroes. That one is to me it's they must have a formula. Like there's so much going on in that game. You figure that they must have some kind of formula that they've worked out some math to figure out how fast somebody could get through an area to get to the next area, or they maybe they just play it. I don't know, but I kind of hope that they have a formula. Otherwise, I'm like, you guys are geniuses because it feels really good. Haikal Tech says, don't you get bored with your usual maps? For me, the longer I work on the map, the worse it gets, in my opinion, because I get used to it and when I play it. That's a good question. I would say it's not like in this map. I mean, yes, you do get bored of your own games. Obviously, you must. If you play them enough, you're like, I played this enough. I'm good. What's this guy doing? Hey, buddy. But one thing that makes this game, the variable that makes this game fun is the other players. So, hey, off my lawn. Wolverine 5. Ow! Oh, I just tried to build. This is a no build game. Roasted. Ah, he's already inside, hidden away. But that's just it, like stuff like that. Makes it fun. So we try to like our games a lot. Let's see. Are you headed to Seattle next week? Oh man, I would love to. We should sit down definitely in the near future if I can get to one of these events and you're going too. We'll sit down and cheat chat because there's so many thoughts. And we're on the same wavelength, I think, in a lot of ways in regards to game development and teaching and bringing like a rising tide raises all ships. I'm all for that. I love it myself. But yeah, I'm not going, unfortunately. I wish I was. I'm not. But hopefully next time. Okay, Stan Kella. Stan Kella. I'm just going to call you Stan. I don't know if you want to answer this, but how do you work with more people in one project, and can you work at the same time? I do want to answer this. I absolutely work with more than one person all the time on maps. And you just work. You just let's see. Let's go to my display. So I do a lot of the code. I do some of the environment stuff, making props do things, placing devices like spawners or timers and stuff like that. But a lot of my work is in the code, doing mechanics for games. And so the people that I work with, partner up with, primarily Jiven, but also work together with Ken Beans. I've got another good buddy of mine that I work with who does design, who's done design on 3 of the games that I've got out there. And it works really well because all you have to do is just head down to the bottom and you hit this check-in changes thing and put something proper in here, like first revision, because that's what we always do. We always put very good change list descriptions, and what it'll do is it'll send that to the other person and they will sync up. So I hit submit and this will send this all over to UEFN's revision control servers, and then that will propagate to the other people that are making maps. It's very important. I don't recommend anybody make games alone because, yeah, it's so it's more fun for one, but it's so much more beneficial to be able to sort of hone in on a skill. Maybe not in the beginning, but over time you'll get that way, or should get that way. Azaric, yeah, I've looked at a bunch of tutorials, but there are nuances in making it work effectively. UEFN becomes a lot less unwieldy when you try and replicate, making it smooth and have additional complexity. Loner says, thank you so much. You're welcome so much. Scott says, for a newbie like myself with a game idea but not wanting to take a year to build it, are there people who would build, teach, hold someone's hand through that process? Is that a job? Do you do that? There are definitely people out there that will do that. I have done that, can do that, depending on my time. So yeah, absolutely. Do you have a lot of players on your maps? Yes, we have quite a few players on our maps right now. Ian says intuition and testing. Got it. Yeah, it's. I mean, so far we have not sorted out. Tycoons are relatively new to me, relatively new to Jiven. Usually we work on comp maps, competition maps, and so figuring out pacing of a game that requires pacing to play it. I think it's a little trial and error per game because each one is different. If we made another one, say we made a Thanksgiving Tycoon or something like that, and you had to build a farm and you had to have turkeys and what the, get out of here. Again, it's a totally different Tycoon. But if I had one that was like, I don't know, a homebody Tycoon, somebody's blowing off fireworks, and you'd have to build a house or something like that, we'd probably use the same kind of formula that this one has. Might even copy paste from here and just change out all the assets. So, ooh, 10 euros, thanks. Is there a way to discuss my specific use case one-to-one? Well, you can hit me up on Discord if you want to. The Discord server is in the YouTube links. Introduce us your map. What's the code of your map? Well, just look for Halloween Tycoon, bro. Let's see. Let's put this back. This game has been going crazy. We've let it out like 4 days. Put it out on Thursday. And I've done quite well. Made it to home bar, all that kind of good stuff. Hey, buddy. This guy's got good aim. Ooh, lucky. I don't know. He doesn't look very good. I probably shouldn't grieve him too much. You missed. Saga. Hello. Ow. Running away. Jesus. Okay, buddy. Okay. You're dead. Ah, I didn't have a rocket in. And I killed myself. Get out of here. He's dead. These casual games are such a kick because usually I'm playing comp stuff. Yeah, so just find me on Discord. So this is Halloween Tycoon. I don't know the code. Just look up Halloween Tycoon. It's huge. What do you think we are going to be able to build AAA? When do you think? Sonic Vibe lyrics. Mark retracted. What the? Bro. You want to die? Get out of here. He's healing up. AAA maps? Are you kidding me? Like, bro, I mean, what do you define as an AAA map? That's kind of the question. Get out of here. Off my lawn. I mean, an AAA map really can be one that makes a heck of a lot of money, and there are people who have made millions in UEFN, so I would say people are already making them. If you're talking about quality, like high quality where you got to do a lot of stuff and things like that, it's hard to say because of the memory limit that's in place. I'd say, yeah, a while. So unless they can get rid of that limit, but this is Fortnite. You want to build an AA game, like a really high end, high quality, real life looking thing and stuff like that, you're going to have to do it just in Unreal Engine. Andy Ender Jones. Hello. This guy's back again? Dude, you got a death wish. Get out of here. Cascade UK. Pits have no what? Pits have no code, I think, but getting more money. We have many codes but no money. Work hard but nothing comes. Dude, what's with this guy? I missed. Missed again. Hard to hit people with the RPG. You know, it's probably not fair that I beat him up. I'll let him win. Look at him. Hello. Ow. Make him dance. Oh. It makes the little kids feel good when they win. Sometimes you let them win. We do that a lot in our Tycoon, our Zone Wars. The other games, our Zone Wars Tycoon here. I love playing that one. And the arcade one too, actually, is really good. Moving on. Next question. More questions. Come on, let's go, guys. Have you played Fortnite? Yeah, I made a whole video about it. I thought it was awesome. The inventory system is amazing. I agree. And the gameplay is really good. The NPCs are good. The use of both Fortnite assets and imported assets is really good. I think they made a good storyline. I think they've got good characters in it. They got control rig stuff going on in there. The materials are really good. I mean, the game is top notch. You could almost call that like an AA game. It's maybe not quite AAA, but it's an AA. It's a really good game. Yeah, I made a whole video about it before it got popular. I loved it. I played it on a live stream, and then I just kind of cut from that live stream to make... What the... Bro! You're dead. Whoa. He got me. Look at how happy this kid is. Keep running, buddy. Oh, he's turned his shield on so he can heal up. Funny, we had to put a shield in, otherwise people would just grief other people. Okay, moving on. What do we got? As for this complaint about other people getting money and stuff like that, there's nothing really to say to that. What do you want me to say? Good luck. Keep trying. Work harder. That's the only thing I say to myself. I wouldn't be able to give you... Okay. Get out of here. Now I gotta get him to be quiet. Oh my god. It's not gonna stop, is he? Oh, my game died. The server died. The server ended. No. Oh, Ian's out. Later, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. So the only advice I ever give to myself is just keep working hard. You know what we should do though? We should actually show you the other one. Another tycoon. We learned how to make our current Halloween tycoon based off of this tycoon, and then the previous tycoon was the arcade tycoon. Yeah, whenever I start to get kind of, I don't know, not bummed out, but whenever I get to a point where I'm kind of thinking, how do I level 189? Dude, my levels don't come from playing actual Fortnite. If you didn't notice that when you're in UEFN, like just testing your games and stuff like that, you get experience. It's ridiculous. Like I get so much of my experience literally just being AFK because oh man, my mouse sense is so off. There we go. Because yeah, so all my levels really come from that. They haven't come from doing Battle Royale and stuff like that. I mean, maybe some, obviously. How many hours per day are you working in UEFN? Depending on the day, but it can be up to about 12. So I came in late, so I'm not going to be in this battle. There's 2 other players. We can see them down there. I love this tycoon. This is definitely my Probably my favorite of our tycoons. One guy looks AFK. I'm not sure. I'll see if I win. I love this one because I'm actually not that good at building yet. I'm still working on it. And so playing with the casuals like this and not in our pro maps just makes it easy. Another 4 bases. We have rebirth items. I love grapes. Sorry, I gotta eat grapes. I get hungry. And grapes are really good for you. Got good sugars in them. Easy to eat. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in UEFN. Cascade UK says, you are looking verse specialist. Earn money a lot. Yes and yes. Did you know if it's okay to use Unreal Engine Marketplace content? Yes, it is totally okay. You just have to convert it. I mean, conversion as in, depending on what it is. But if it's a Niagara effect, then you have to do some fixing. And if it's other stuff, you might not have to. What have I got? These two guys? This guy's... What the... Yeah, I think I'm going to win this one. Where'd the other guy go? Alright, None of these guys are building. It's a no-build game. One guy died. Dead. I win. Yeah, this one I play it a reasonable amount. Okay, next question. Hey, do you know if it's okay to... Oh yeah, alright. Because I checked the license agreement, it says only for Unreal Engine, but also meaning UEFN. Yes, UE stands for Unreal Engine. So UEFN is Unreal Engine for Fortnite. You can totally use it. Go ahead, go crazy. We have tons of free stuff that we got from Unreal Engine Marketplace. Reload my shotty. And my rifle. This game is so cool. If you want to get any bit better at building, which I highly recommend playing Fortnite, this is the game. It's fun. You can go in and buy stuff. Same idea as before, except we got weapons in this one. We got songs. We've got our gift box. Mod bench. We have, actually, this one's a bit different because we have an aim trainer. Another aim trainer up here, which is a little bit further. Kind of fun. More stuff up here. Another, oh. And then this is our perks thing, which we took from another game that we built for Clump. What are we doing, boys? Is anybody building in this game? Because I'm thinking not. Except for me. What are these guys? You know what I'm going to do? Oh, I missed. Damn it, I made myself dance. Hey, buddy. This is just a free kill. See what he does. Dead. Too easy. Too easy. I gotta let these kids win. Okay, so made with the jam. Hello, everybody. Jam says hello. Good to have you here. What is a feature you want in UEFN that is not there? Physics. I want physics. Physics. Need some of that. Do you make houses for Tycoon just in UEFN using blueprints and modeling tool, or do you use Blender? Both, actually. But the modeling tool for basic stuff, like this one in our arcade Tycoon, if you look at this, these are just basic primitives with basic materials on them. So this has sort of a rainbow material that we had from another game. Again, I can't stress enough. Make games. Make. Because you're going to borrow from another and another and another and another. Like a lot of our stuff is just borrowed, and then we make some custom stuff, obviously. But this is CG Trader, obviously. But this is just modeling, you know, inside of UEFN. You can do it inside of Blender if you wanted to, but basic modeling, you just don't have to. I'm just going to do nothing this time. Let's see what these boys do. Oh, they both went up. Here he comes. Hey, buddy. Holy. Launched me into oblivion. Time to drink up. He's busy. He's busy. Ah. I don't want to kill him. I just want to block him for a little bit. Oh. He launched himself out there. The other guy's dead because he couldn't get down, I guess. I am going to let him kill me. I need to reload my weapon. Come on, buddy. Use a different weapon. Oh. Thought he was above me. There you go. Good job, Saint to Bug. Such good fun. Such good fun. Next question. What do you want to do with physics? Oh, man. What don't you want to do with physics? Physics is awesome. Custom weapons is a big one. Being able to affect players in a physics way. Being able to break things down in a physics way that looks more realistic. There's so much to do. Lunatic says, congrats on your Halloween tycoon. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Are you guys out of questions? Nothing more you want to know? Free info here, people. I got answers. I'm going to fight somebody else and then hop out. Let's see what happens. Nothing. I'll save my money. That guy's still using the same weapon. That guy's dead. Ugh. Wow. Kids, eh? All right, well, I don't know. If you guys are out of questions, I'm out of answers. It's some fantastic questions in here, though. It's been a really good live stream. What? I have a message request. Oh, it's the guy. Hello, guy. Oh, geez. Here comes Llama. Llama's here. What do you have the most difficulty with in UEFN? Hey, that's a great question. Currently, probably, I don't have any problems with persistence anymore, but I used to. Oop. Look at this guy. Get out of here. Oh, the other guy left. Oh. Wow. He's busy. Ow. Hurt myself on that one. What did I just build there? You can't keep using that weapon, buddy. It's just not going to work. Dead. Scene graph. Yeah. Scene graph control rig. Yeah. I don't know about scene graph right now because it's not available yet, but control rig is sort of a way to detect collisions. Yeah, that's the other thing about physics is that you want to get collisions and stuff. What do I have the most difficulty in UEFN? Right now, it's got to be animation, control rig. Yeah, so the combination of doing control rig nodes and animation is still... What? Still thinking. Still trying to figure out exactly how that all works. I need more boogie bombs. What else have I got in here that I could use that's funny? I don't have a minigun yet. I don't know. Oh. I'm just going to stay on the ground again. It's fun. So, see ya, buddy. Oh, jeez. He's gonna quit the game. I had no bullets in my gun. How does that help me? Jeez, this guy's busy. Why you so cool? Thanks, man. I don't know why I'm so cool. Old. Get cooler when you're older. Amajuice has been having a hard time with persistence. You know, the thing about persistence that you can wrap your head around, I think, really easily is that you're not overriding a value. You're overriding like a whole class and then applying that to the value. It is kind of weird, don't get me wrong, but once you get a basic template done, you're done, man. Like, just get that basic template sorted out as to your player data, and then your functions to update each item in that data. Oh, I'm all out of boogie bombs. No, stupid favorite map. All right, what's this kid gonna do you think? Hello? That's just not even nice, is it? I don't know. Let's let him win the next one. If he still plays, I'll let him win the next one. I think he left. No, he didn't leave. He's across the way. Let's just bait him a little bit. 105 wins. Yeah. So yeah, persistence is so useful. I think it's in every one of our games that we make now, and we're porting over our older games to use nothing but persistence. Up until now, you had to use the save device, and you had to save resources or like things in your inventory. It was really weird. So yeah, study. You'll get it. Once you have your basic template done, just don't deviate from that. You'll be totally fine. Totally fine. Lunatic says, actually, I do have a question. Currently, I'm struggling with adding an escape bind on my UI close button. Is this possible? Yeah, I believe it is. I don't know why. I think there's a way to do it. Yeah, let's just bait him a little bit. Oh. Hello. What's he got in his hands? What is that? Come on, buddy. What's he doing? Hey, friend. Oh. What should we do? He's thinking about it. Oh, geez. Oh, good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. That's a good kid. His little Transformers outfit. Adorable. Okay. Yeah, an escape bind. There is. I think it happens normally. Like, I don't think that's something that you have to add on. I think that it. Here, let's find out the next time the UI comes up for me. Let's see if I can hit escape to make it go away. But come to think about it, maybe it's bound to the Fortnite user interface itself, so you can get to settings and stuff like that. I don't know. That's a great question. Now I want to know myself too. Scott says, I paused my game for this. Hilarious. I don't have that shirt on today, but most of the time I do. Do you really answer your Discord? I do. I feel like the answer would be too simple. Would be simple for someone like yourself, but I'm lost, new to code, and I do try to answer my Discord as often as I can, because it's important. I really do still feel just like what the guy that was here previously, Ian. Great guy, fantastic person, also a teacher. We are of the team. Oh, you see that? He just oops. He just oh man, I fell off. What do you want to do, buddy? He's coming. What is he gonna do? Underneath his own. There we go. It's good practice for him, you know. Oh, I'm down a wood. I just coned myself. Oh. All right, all right, all right. Hello. Might as well give him a bit of a fight, right? What's he doing? What are you doing? Give this guy the wins he deserves. Oh, you know, I didn't even check the escape button. What an idiot. All right, one more minute. I do answer the questions on my Discord because I do feel that it's very important to be able to just have everybody come up at the same time. I don't need to be at the top of any mountain. So I make free tutorials. Charge anybody anything. Loner says, I did what you told me to do in the code where the mesh teleports to a player when he's frozen. So I put a prop mover on a mesh. Don't use a prop mover. Like, ever. Like the prop mover device, or did you do a thing, a proper thing? Darth J, only for modal pop-up. Oh, that's right. Maybe so. An artificial neural network? The device, yeah, don't use the prop mover device. Use code. Trust me. I don't even know how to use the prop mover device. I never use it. Okay, back to the game. Come on. Let's see what happens when I hit escape. Oh, he left. No. Oh, man. I gotta wait for somebody new to come in. I don't know if the escape device works. An artificial neural network. There are people who are trying to make Minecraft style games. There's a guy that made not Flappy Bird, but Frogger style game, and it's like everything is built on the fly kind of idea. So, but you can really only go so far. You have to code everything on your own, and I don't know if Verse is really that good for that. Simple questions are good questions, by the way, because you need a foundation. Simple questions are easy to answer, which is a really good thing. Damn. Why is Ken Beans bugging me? Ken Beans. Okay, what's this guy want? Because the code went like this. Teleport to. Yep. Yeah, moving prop is make sure it's a blueprint and you hooked it up in the editables in the game manager. You put the game manager onto the stage. Here, let's see. OBS. Let's cut that out. Right, so we go to my Verse Explorer here, blah, 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 right? So I'm going to build this. So, and when I build this, it's going to make a game manager here. We'll put this on the screen and then over, is my microphone too far away? And then the player spawner, we can hook up to here. It doesn't really matter. From location can be this one. To location is this one. The moving prop is this one. If you don't do this, it's not going to work. Right? You have to hook up your editables into your device, your game manager device here. Right? So there you go. Hopefully that helps. Oh no. Look, everybody. It's can be. You have to do an editable. The only way to access creative props inside of your Verse code is to make an editable. So yes. Kenneth, what are you doing? Yeah, I didn't go live on Twitch because I don't think anybody cares about Twitch. I don't have any followers there. Maybe if I just do gaming. Ken Beans, what you up to? I'm trolling Jivin right now. I'm gonna spend the next half hour of my life trolling him. Want to troll him together with me? Yeah. So excellent. Okay. Good. Good. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of people building stuff. It's really good to see. Trolling Jivin is number one. I know. I knew I could bait you in with that. Baited. Okay, guys, what else you got? Nobody's coming into my game to play me. So Oh, recommended. So, is a hot dog a sandwich? 100%. Hot dog is 100% a sandwich. More funny questions. Come on, guys. I'm old. I can answer anything. Halloween's at 2.2. That's nice. Is it really? 2.2. It is. It's coming along nicely. Arcade simulator. That was so good too. In case you guys didn't know, Jiven updated his How to Piece Control map. It's actually really good. If you don't know how to piece control, he's added some stuff in there that just makes it so much easier to understand the basics of stuff. Like if you're in the beginner stage or, you know, advanced basic, then this is... I'll be playing this today. Hot dog is a taco. Hot dog is not a taco. And nobody cares what you think. We weren't even asking if you agree. Nobody's asking. So we're asking a lot, but final question. Oh, ask as many times as you want. Editable moving prop is what exactly? It is a blueprint, my friend. Let's see. Let's go back to my UEFN. So inside of here, these are the basics of using... Okay, go away. Of using verse, if you want to move or touch or do anything inside of your game, like game, you know, like these are blueprints here. These aren't just meshes. These are blueprints. They're placed inside of a blueprint object, which we can see in the folder here. If I bring out another one and another one and another one, these are all the same thing. Like if I open this up and I change this mesh to be a cube like that, compile, save, they all become cubes. That is the power, the true power of a blueprint. Yeah, Ken's right. I actually don't know how to piece control. Although, Ken, if you were watching me just previously in the fantastic Zone Wars Tycoon map, you would see that I was actually coming along with my piece control. Some poor little kid. Okay, so Loner, there we go. So these are blueprints, right? And so to be able to move these or access these or do anything with these, rotate them, make them disappear, whatever you want to do with these things, you have to make them an editable. And that's where we do that right here. These three here are editables, and an editable makes it so that when you select your device, this one's called Game Manager. This is my device. Over on the right hand side here, in my case, the details panel is where we can hook up these props. So these are all blueprints, right? Let's take a look at these. And inside of here, if I open up this list, we can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blueprints to choose from. So I can choose from any one of these. I can choose them. Now, obviously, the ones that you might have in your map are going to be more properly named. Moving prop is not very useful, maybe, but your from location and to location, these are very, very common things to use for a name. And it's a creative prop, which is a blueprint, which you could then access in your code by making it an editable. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps. There you go. See, no too basic of a question can you ask. And if you wanna, you know, learn how basic of a question will I tolerate, just ask Ken Beans. He knows how basic of a question, how utterly, truly basic of a question. Can you use a damage zone in a blueprint to move a damage zone? You can't put it in a blueprint, but you can attach it to one. So folks. Look, I've got answers all day long today. Actually, not that long. I got to get back to work, but let's look for a damage zone. Damage zone. Damage volume. Okay, so here's my damage volume. Right? Now, let's use this guy here, and let's put him here somewhere. Where am I? Let's put him... Actually, you know what's probably best to do is put center. Actually, let's take it out for a second now. So this one's called, let's rename this damage volume mover. Okay, so damage volume mover. We can take this damage volume and just drag it in the outliner under the damage volume mover. So watch this. When I move the damage volume mover, then I move the damage volume as well. Cool, right? Very cool. Very cool. Did Ken leave? I made fun of him and he left. Let me ask him in Discord. Did you leave? Nope, there he is. Excellent. You're learning. Everybody can learn something a little bit. So yeah, you just parent it. So the easiest way to do it is just to drag it on. But if I were to sort of detach this, I could right click and then I could do attach to, and then I can attach to the damage volume mover. That's another way to do it. But honestly, just drag it on. And then, yeah. And then all you got to do is move this sucker here and the whole thing moves. See, even Ken Beans didn't know that. And he's a genius at so many things. So don't you worry. No too simple of a question can be asked today. Oh, wasn't there another one? There's another good question in here. Why do hot dogs come in packs of 10 and buns come in packs of 8? Well, that's because some people don't like to have a bun. Too many carbs. You know, you just want to have the hot dog. Ken, as long as you learn one thing a day, you're happy. I think that's probably your limit, isn't it? Like, if you learned more than one thing a day, you'd forget the previous thing. You'd be like, I learned one thing. Oh, here comes a new thing. I've learned only one thing. Yeah. All right. Love your videos. I made a few UEFN maps trying to make something more creative in terms of story and cinematics. Yeah, gameplay, story, cinematics are fun. Use them sparingly because some people get pretty bored, especially the little kids that are playing Fortnite games. They tend not to be too excited about having to wait around for some things, but if you use them at appropriate storyline events, then they can be really good. Like winning. Winning is a really good time to show cinematic. You know, gives the kids a chance to dance a little or whatever they're going to do. Okay, is that it? Are we done? I'm going to go into some piece controlling. I'm ready for my piece control. How to piece control map. I've been jiving. Will this live stream be in your video so I can rewatch it later? 100%. Yes, we're not removing it at all. It will be there. This information is free. No cost. Just your time. Just my time. So, okay. Ken's going to coach me for the next 2 hours. And he promised he would take me to pro level player. So thank you, Ken Beans. Everybody say thank you, Ken Beans. W's in the chat for Ken. Am I working with a team? Yes. I mostly work with Jiven. And Ken Beans. You know. Yeah. He's crazy at coaching while doing updates. Fantastic. Ken's got his own fantastic maps. Speed realistics. And what else you got, Ken? I can't remember now. Realistics is the one I remember the most. Yeah, working with a team is really important. I would say in the beginning you're going to work alone for sure. And it's kind of good. You're going to probably become a bit of a jack of all trades in a way. And then you're going to find somebody that's kind of good at something that maybe you aren't as good at. And then each person will branch in that direction. So I'm pretty good coding. I've been coding most of my life, I guess you could say, in different languages. I think I code in like 5 languages. And as such, my brain is more attuned to coding than it is to making environment or graphics design kind of idea. So it makes sense that I'm going to team up with somebody who's a little bit better doing the design and game development in regards to how to think about how to make the game and what's going to make it really good. And then they just say, look, it needs to be able to do this, this, and this. And then my brain goes, yeah, no problem. I can do that. Or I can't do that, but I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to do it or learn it. And then just come up with my own stuff. So I think it's really important to team up with at least one person. More people is harder. So one person is usually, one other person is usually pretty good, in my opinion, especially when you're small. And Jivan is smart at planning. Yeah, he's the goat at planning for sure. He's light years ahead of me. Mainly because I just never practice it. I usually am the kind of worker that kind of goes off the cuff, like thinking on the fly. Usually works out. What is this skin? Get out of here, bro. Jivan gifted me this skin. Right after I gifted him the skin. We're such dorks. Ken, if you don't get this skin for when we do trios, you're dead. Just so you know. How did you end up pairing with Jivan? That's a great question. But just before that, Luna Raven Studio says, I'm a solo dev. It's definitely challenging finding good workflow to get the game to release. So many projects left in the background due to lack of ideas of progression. TCO Creative is here. Hello. What kind of tutorial are you going to upload next? NPC stuff, I hope. Yeah, I mean, there's no shortage of ideas that are good starter ideas, but you really have to be able to follow through. So my advice is to come up with an idea, but make sure you follow through that. At least release the thing. Like I've got maps that I've released that really don't do anything. But they've been good practice. They've been something about them has been good practice. So I would highly recommend doing that. Because then you're going to take like bits and pieces from this game and bits and pieces from that game, and then you're going to have a whole other game. Love your tutorials. They're so informative. You're welcome. As for how I teamed up with Jivan, I was doing commissions. I did a few commissions, then I started to make tutorials, and he found one of my tutorials, thought it was kind of good, found me on Discord, asked me to do a couple things. We ended up getting along really, really well, and the rest is history. Is there a downside to release bad maps? No. Nope. Nope. Everything's experience. All good. Learn why it went bad. Learn why it fell off. Ken is not coaching me for building maps. Ken is coaching me for being a pro Fortnite player. Sometimes the best washed up players are the best coaches. How did you meet Ken Beans? Well, it was a dark and stormy night, and I was in an alleyway trying to buy... I don't know where this story's going to go. Ken Beans is Jivan's very, very bestest friend ever. Right next to Pluto. So I was forced to meet Ken Beans. This is too easy for the jokes. Thanks for just teeing that one up for me, buddy. Appreciate that a lot. Does anybody have any real questions, though? Something useful? That doesn't seem like a useful question. Ken Beans is the goat, though, you guys. If you is your mic muted? Har. Yeah, he's good. Kicks my butt all the time. How to improve verse skills? Recommendations, please. Improving verse skills is a matter of practice. Um, I can't stress. I mean, I've probably said this too many times in this stream. What is a good question to ask? Nothing about Ken Beans. I'm just kidding. Um, build stuff. Like look at how somebody else has built a thing and then build that. Like if you watch the tycoon stuff I just did in the Halloween tycoon thing and you're saying like, well, how do I do pets? Just build that. How do I do something simple like a purchase pad? Just build that. Like keep building stuff. It could be something as simple as enabling a button and then disabling it for 30 seconds or something like that. It could be uh, having so in all the pumpkins that we pick up, there's a it's simple. It's there's a random number that gets selected when you click one of the buttons, and based on that number, you either get money, you get a jump scare, or you get a mystery box. Figure out how to do that. Like constantly look at games and say, I wonder how they did that. I think I'll look that up. Build, 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 build. Llama juice. Favorite ways to practice versus drop to see what people are asking. Yes, 100%. That's actually how my tutorials started out. Because I didn't know verse at all a year ago. Almost a year ago. A little over a year ago. Yeah, maybe a year and 3 months or something like that. I didn't know anything whatsoever. I knew how to code, but not in verse. It sucked. Verse is not very intuitive in the beginning, but when you get it, you get it. So that's what I mean by like it's a lot of practice. You're just coding, 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 making mistakes, creating bugs, fixing your bugs, and as Lama just said, solving other people's problems that you're never going to have. Like you're never going to have particular things because you never would have thought of that game or you never would have thought of that mechanic. And that's what I did. I would answer. So I made my own Discord server with the help of Pine Fruit, who is a fantastic Discord and generous person with his time to help me out. And then people would come into the Discord and I would answer questions as often as I could and as best as I could. And that allowed me to learn about things that I wouldn't have done otherwise because I had a desire to teach. And a lot of times the best ways to learn is to teach a thing. The best ways to really stick it in your brain is to teach it. So that's why Ken should be coaching me so he can get better at Fortnite. Just a quick tip. Okay. So yeah, so that's a great suggestion. Would gaming studios care about Fortnite maps reverse coding as part of an experience in the gaming industry or would be laughed at? They would be absolutely silly to ignore UEFN and Fortnite gaming. There are people that have made millions of dollars. I'm talking millions, tens of millions off of a game, one game, maybe, you know. But yeah, gaming studios would absolutely just crazy silly to ignore UEFN. In terms of getting a job within a studio, I don't know. I've never tried. It's a good question. What advice would you give me in making a tycoon, but I get burned out really quickly? Burnout is really important to pay attention to because it's across the board. You can get burnout in anything. So my advice in that regard is to build up your resilience to doing the thing. Because I mean, yeah, small steps are going to take you further than trying to take giant leaps. And so when you're doing something, again, it comes back to the same thing, like learn to do the little thing, and then learn to do the slightly bigger thing, and then the slightly bigger thing. If you're getting burnout, it just means that you're not resilient enough to keep doing the thing. Do you really like doing the thing? If you really like doing the thing, then you'll look for that sort of positivity that you get, the the feedback that you get from the game internally. If it isn't positive, then you're going to burn out faster. But if it is positive, if you really like it, you make these things and you're like, oh, this is really cool. It's a lot of fun to make. Then you're going to burn out a lot slower. So it's going to be your mental state of working on a thing. You know, and it's not just gaming. Not just gaming. So start small. You know, I mean, try to really like it. Wouldn't it be nice if Fortnite gave top people on the map creator leaderboard benefits? I don't know what that means. Ken says, my goal is to get better at UEFN. Dude, you're getting there. What documentations or Discord servers can you recommend? The documentation I recommend is Epic's documentation. Discord servers, I mean, mine's okay, but I don't know. I don't really wander around other Discord servers. So honestly, I think, yeah, maybe Elite Llama's got some answers for that. Okay, you guys and your emojis. W Ken Beans. Fairpoint is still Unreal Engine, just very stripped down version. I don't know if it's very stripped down because there's some things inside of UEFN that are not in Unreal Engine. Because we have the latest version of Unreal Engine. We have 5.5. So, something to think about. Ken Bean says, I had a friend talk to his friend. He's been coding for 10 years and doesn't know if he should try to learn UEFN. But he doesn't know Fortnite. He's good at coding, hasn't learned Burst. Do you think someone like that can do well? Yes. I do think somebody like that could do well because it's just another development environment to work in. Verse is, I mean, I picked up Verse in a few months and then you just refine it from there. So I just highly recommend, like if somebody's thinking of doing something, they think it's kind of a good idea to get into something, yeah, give it a try at least. I mean, you can't go wrong. There's good money if you can consistently make games, if you can consistently make decent games that kids want to play. You get some. Oh, there was a question. How do you promo? So I was going to say also good. You got some good marketing and stuff like that. Was the promo one down lower? Where was that? I saw something. How do you promo your maps? I don't do the promo myself. Jiven does all the promo, and Ken Bean says promo. So they're better people to ask, but generally you're going to be able to find people on TikTok, Instagram, and some on YouTube that promo maps. And like a popular streamer, if you can find somebody. I did a zero build map with Thieves for a little bit, but he's so busy that he really didn't have a lot of time to kind of keep up on it. So we sort of said, okay, we'll put a pause on that. But while he was working on it, we had a lot of fun. So you never know who you can kind of get a hold of and just say, hey, I'm making a map. Do you want to promo it? And you could just try that, like just shotgun it. Just put out requests and see what they charge. Just do a search. Different programming languages is kind of like driving different cars. The buttons might be in different places. The pedals might feel different, but your mindset of how to drive carries over. Good analogy. And the other thing about it is that, yeah, there's going to be different amount of buttons and different functionality of those buttons are. And sometimes as a developer, as you find those new buttons and stuff like that, it's kind of exciting. You're like, ooh, I can do this. I can't believe it. That's really cool. Then you make your own stuff. You make your own buttons, that kind of thing. TCO creator says, I meant insurance benefits. Did you write before? Would it be nice to give people the leaderboard or insurance benefits? I don't know. I mean, we're not employed by Epic whatsoever. We make our own games, even though we make it on their system. It'd be no different than Roblox. Does Roblox do that? I don't think so. Do you see a lot of player games from TikTok promos? Yeah, I do think it's a good avenue to take. I mean, I don't know if I see it directly personally because I don't pay that much attention. I don't direct the marketing right now. But from my understanding, yeah, you can make good promos with TikTok and YouTube as well. Streamers that are popular. Somebody that can have the ability to make decent videos that attract attention, that will bring kids more aware of your map, and then go give it a try. Man, that's a good question. Why did they leave the option called media track inside the sequencer, even though it doesn't work? I know when you add it, it doesn't validate. I don't know. I don't know. But they should take it out. It doesn't make any sense. In island settings, you can put team rotation, but not completely random. Do you know how to give everybody a random team each round? I would do it with code. I would code that. I would code an algorithm that does that. For example, which screen am I sharing? Yeah, okay. Forever 1v1. Forever 1v1. I don't know. This is not a good idea. I probably shouldn't go in here. Forever 1v1, I built an algorithm for this map specifically to match people up according to their ability. But we only really know their ability when they're in it. So I don't know their ability in Fortnite itself, but while they're in our game, I know their ability. So the idea is that if somebody sucks, they're going to be paired up with somebody that kind of sucks. I don't know if sucks is a good word. Somebody who's not as skilled as another person, like the sweats will be teamed up with sweats and so on and so forth. So I think that if I had to go into, there's nobody in my lobby. If I had to go into a game and somebody said, how do you do that? I would just code it in. Anyways, there's nobody in here, but this is Forever 1v1s. Awesome map. Absolutely love it. Recommend. Nobody in there, so I can't show you, but it's a custom algorithm, so I would do it like that. I wouldn't use Fortnite's whatever they've got going on. Extreme Rules is here. Yo, buddy. I'm just waiting until they add option to add in pre-rendered frames into sequencer for cutscenes. Yeah, I mean, I saw a map recently where they had a cutscene sequence, and the sequence had to show stuff from far away, but because it's far away, the assets hadn't loaded in, so the assets would load in as the sequence is going by. It looked awful. I don't know what they were thinking. Battle Royale verse samples in your Patreon tutorials. No, I don't think I do. I mean, Battle Royale is simple. There's nothing to do with verse in that regard. It depends on if you're doing duos or trios. In such a case, a lot of maps will have team selectors that people run into. Somebody's alarm is going off somewhere. So I don't think I've done that. Yeah. How to make a cinematic not overwrite existing sounds. I don't know. Is that what happens? I don't know. I wish I knew now so I could answer that, but I don't know. Sorry. I don't know what the answer is for that one. I think you can't. I don't know. Let's turn that off. Be organized here. Right click. Sequences. Not that. Level sequence test. I don't think there's anything in here, is there? I mean, you can add audio, right? But you probably already know that. No, we don't want an audio sync device. So then, okay, so then if it's not in there, let's close this. Go to devices. Cinematic sequence device. This is the only other place that I can think to look for if, yeah, there's nothing in there. I didn't think there was, but yeah. So I guess if it does do that, I have background music running and it stops if I start a cinematic. Really? Just a moment, sir. Let me see. We have background music in Zone Wars Tycoon. We do a cinematic when the player wins. Actually, we turn off the music until they get back, so I don't even know if this is going to work. Oh, not on the game, am I? Let's see. Is it possible to add a custom texture to a gray box wall? You can't change the texture of a Fortnite asset if that's what you're asking. Open up. Thank you. Okay, what was I? Let's turn my shield on so nobody comes over and hassles me. What was I answering? Oh yes, okay. So we have music here. You guys can hear this, yeah? Yep. It's quiet, but you can hear it. So what we can do, I don't think I'm going to be in this battle. How many other people? There's one other person. Oh, maybe I will be. Okay, so I've turned off this music and turned on another music. I can't recall when the other music turns back on, so I'm not sure if this is going to work. Let's find out. I'll finish this really quick. What I need to do is rebirth. Where's the guy? There he is. Looks AFK. Okay, let's see what happens. No, we have... I don't know. I think I turn the music on as soon as the cinematic is done. So I can't even tell. Lame. Sorry. I thought I'd have an answer for you, but I guess I don't. Let's leave that guy alone. Recommend. Back. What else you got? What else you got? Yeah, you can't change textures on Fortnite assets. You have to make your own asset, and then you can add a texture on. How to detect if a custom prop that is moving hits something? You have to use a control rig, and it is a sticky subject, not something I can cover in a live tutorial. I don't think. Yeah, you can. The other way to do it, sort of, is with verse, where you get the position of the object that you're tracking and the other object that you're tracking. I guess you're the two objects that you think are going to collide, and then just check the distance between the two of them. If it's under a particular amount, like whatever the size of your object is, then you can assume that they're colliding. But that's probably the best way you can do it right now. The easiest way. But you can do it with control rig from my memory. There is a tutorial out there by Maestro Shark. I think he did one. Maestro Shark. Shark. Damn it. Okay, keyboard. Maestro Shark. There you go. That guy, I think he did one on raycasting. And raycasting is essentially sort of that collision detection of an object to another object. But I think he was only doing it for the floor. I don't know, man. It's not easy, which is why we need physics. This is why my biggest request for UEFN, just asked in this video, is yeah. You asked ChatGPT, made code to give to random teams, but I can't find where to put it. I don't know, man. I don't think ChatGPT has very much verse code inside of it, but yeah. The distance inverse is laggy. If you run a loop and put a sleep of 0.0, it shouldn't be laggy at all. I mean, keeping in mind that you only have 30 frames per second to work with, there'll be some lag, I guess. Oh, there you go. Yeah, give it a test. See how it goes. Okay, folks, how long have we been running this for? Been online for, I don't know how long. Where does it tell me? I don't know. A while. A while. So I'm going to sign off. Hopefully, I've answered 2 hours. Oh, yeah. Why doesn't it tell me here? Where am I even looking? Oh, 2 hours, 35 minutes. Jeez. Jeez. That's pretty good. I think a lot of questions have been answered. Hopefully, you guys have been helped out. See some cool stuff. Some. Ken, I'll be talking to you in 5 minutes, bro. Better get your mouse all warmed up. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Llama. I will take care. I'll be back on. I'm going to do some more. I actually enjoy doing the live streams because the questions that come in are usually pretty darn good and allow people to get answers right away to problems they might be having right now. So I think that's handy. And you guys are all welcome. So that's going to be it for this one. I think I better get back to work. Otherwise, my boss might get really mad at me, saying I'm slacking off. And yeah, keep building, keep working, keep trying, keep failing, and keep succeeding. You guys will get it. Just a little bit at a time. Burnout's real. What's my job? This is my job. Building games. Building games. That's my job. So when I mean my boss, I don't really mean my boss. It's an inside joke. Like a good inside joke, not a bad one. But yeah, make stuff, break it, fix it, just get better constantly. Have you tried Versify? I have not. I have not. I don't even know what it is. Actually, I think I've heard of it. What is that? Versify is not good. Okay, well, I guess I won't be trying it. All right, ignored. No worries there. But yeah, I'm gonna check out. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day or night, whatever time it is in the world for you. For me, it is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to continue on with my day, making stuff, doing stuff, getting pro coaching from a pro coach, and taking it from there. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.